Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers from Geekazine. How you doing? Today we are going to unbox the Halo Band. This is a brand new device from Amazon. And before we start anything, got to give you the spiel here. I actually paid for this with my own money here. This is the Halo Band, by the way. I had it setting down. We'll set it like that. I paid for this with my own money. All opinions are of my own, and nobody has any say, as we're just unboxing and doing a first look. So we run into any problems. That's what happens. So anyway, let's move on. Let's get going. This is the Halo Band from Amazon. Let's show you what it is. It's a body composition. Let's get back there. Body composition. It measures your sleep, your tone of voice, and a lot more. The one cool thing about this, I'm not a big fan of watches. As you can see, I don't wear too many watches. This band is something that is more than a watch because it's not going to tell you time. In fact, there is nothing on this band that will display anything at all. Everything that it does do will be voice activated or through the measurements to taking things like your heart rate and stuff like that. And this band will do this on a pretty regular basis. I think a lot. It's also going to measure your sleep. It's going to measure the way that you deliver stuff. So, and that'll be interesting. If I'm wearing this band and say, hey, and you know, I'm talking to you guys and say, hey, you're being too strict, or I don't know what it's going to do. You know, maybe it'll come back and say, hey, you know, you might want to think of how you say things or what. I'm not sure. I'm really excited about that tone of voice. Now, I did get the black onyx version, and and they do have different versions. They have the black onyx, they have the blush rose gold, and then they have the winter and silver. And the bands, as you can see, you have bands, and I did put a couple bands in here that you can get for this device. We got a few right here. We'll go through the two as you see them, and then we'll go back here. But the whole idea is that if you want to change up your bands, different looks and things like that, you can. The only thing is the main unit will still stay black instead of rose gold for the backing device. But you know, that's okay. It is also a service, which means that you get in this an introductory offer. I get 6 months for free. After that, it's $3.99 a month to have them track. And they've got an app. Already downloaded the app to do the tracking on. So we got that going, and we got that all set up. So with that said, with that done, let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed. We're gonna open this up. And there was plastic over this, so it wasn't wrapped other than this plastic, but that's okay because you know, that's what we were showing here. So this is the Halo Band box. Become the leading expert on you is what it says. And down here it says there's a body composition, sleep, tone of voice, activity, and membership. So tone of voice, that's the one I'm most interested in. It says, analyze your tone of voice to become more aware of how you sound to others. That's going to be interesting. How do I sound to you guys? Activity, it says track active and sedentary time. So it's going to notice that I'm sitting a lot, basically. Body composition, it's going to tell me where my body percentages lie and how much sleep I get on here. So that's going to be interesting. Plus, probably some other things. I see it's for iPhone. I don't see anything on, let me flip over here. I don't see anything on the Google aspect of things. So it might just be for iPhone at this point. It is waterproof. You wear it while swimming. You can, it's got the fabric band. It's a sensor, charging clip, and 6-month Halo membership. That's what's in here. So let's go ahead and open this up. And to do that, we got these two little rip tabs right there. There's one on that side and one on this side. There we go. No noise to those, so no excitement from the opening. But anyway, we will set this down. Let's open this up this way so it slips right off. There's the Halo Band right there. And let's see, how does this open? Oh, it looks like we have another piece of tape, and there's I like this because they have like a little point to rip from, although there's no type sound. That's too bad. Oh, hey. Oh, don't escape. No escaping yet. We don't want escapes. All right, here we go. So there's the band. Let's just set that right there. Let's open it up. There is our wearable right here. So we're going to pop that out, and we're just going to set that to the side right there because there's more to unbox first. So let's get to the other stuff before we get to the band. We got a little band on the instruction manual. So let's pull that off. And then it says, Halo. Halo. Open it up. It says, meet your new Halo band. Get it charged. Get the app. Talk about the tone and more about the microphone. If you'd like to analyze a full conversation, press the button once at the beginning of the exchange. This will also bookmark it to review later. So that's interesting. I can't wait to try that. That's pretty exciting right there. We'll set that right here. Next up is this is the clip, and you can actually buy other clips to charge your band. So if you need like 2 or 3 like office location or home location or anything like that, you can do that. That just slides right off. And then, whoop, like a little clip monster. How you doing? I'm fine. Thank you very much. I'm near. That's definitely, I'm not a ventriloquist. Jeff Dunham, I am not. So, and of course, we got to pull that off right there. And there's the USB. I am going to pop the plastic off here, and I'm actually going to plug this into my Intel Nook, which is right here in the box. Nothing else. I think this is just extra packaging. And now we're going to do this nice little Amazon smile as we pull off the Onyx band. Put that back in the box. We'll close the box and we'll slide that, and there we go. Here it is, the band in question. Now, as you can see, like I said, absolutely no face. There's going to be no lights, no LEDs, no LCDs or anything like that. Let's get this connected to the charger. I don't know if there's a specific way that it goes. Let's see. There are some tines right on this side, so the non-curved side. Before we do, got one more thing to take off, and that's this right here. Little plastic right here. Let's go ahead and pull that off. There we go. And now I see those tines. They're right there. So this thing actually goes on the side. Okay, so that makes sense. Look at that. Now it's curved, and we've got a little charge light on here. So we're going to let that charge for a couple minutes as we go, because we want to make sure that we have some sort of charge. It's not going to uncharge or lose connection when we're setting this up. So we'll just set that to the side for a second. Let's go ahead and pull out the app, and I loaded the app right here, Halo. Let's go over here, and it says when I first opened it up, it said you'd like to use the Bluetooth, so I have to say yes to that, which you should too as well. And it says connect to how you feel. You want to set up your band, so we're going to hit that button. Now, of course, it's going to ask me for the sign-in. So I'm going to put in my email address. It's saying, hey, let's get started. So you say, yeah, let's get started. Who do we have to add to the band? We're going to say me. And it says, what's your birthday? And I'm going to put in my birthday. You're not going to see that. Hopefully it won't show it again. All right, so let's do that. And it says, how tall are you? So I'm going to put in my height. And we'll go like that. And it says, well, what's your weight? 154 pounds. I like that number. That's a great number, right? No, it's not my number. So what is my weight? We'll go next. And am I a male or a female? I am a male. And we'll go next. And then it's going to say, hey, let's protect your data with a mobile number. We'll get that verification code. So I'm going to submit that. Oh, I got to put in my phone. Oh, doesn't remember that. Okay. And I think I'm gonna get an access code in a second here. I know, and that's an expirable code, so it really doesn't matter if you hear that or not. So it's verifying it right now. Verified. And then it says preparing your band, plug in the charger, which is what I did. Plug in the clip, and it actually shows you. So I got a little bit ahead of myself. So it is charging. In a few seconds, a white blinking light shows, and it's ready to pair. Which that is the case right now. That actually has been blinking the whole time. Let's go ahead and hit next. When your band pairs with your smartphone automatically within the Halo app, and it's looking. It hasn't found it yet. There we go. We're going to select that. So Halo membership, it says it comes with a 6-month membership, and afterwards I'll be paying $3.99 a month to do the tracking. We'll hit continue, and it says there's an update available. So let's go ahead and update this, and it's installing updates. It says it could take up to 10 minutes. So hopefully it won't do that. The one thing I didn't talk about was the labs, science-backed experiments and challenges from experts. So if you're, let's say you say, okay, I'm going to be in workout mode, you might get a challenge. Hey, do 50 sit-ups, or I don't know. I'm just off the top of my head here while we're waiting for this update to happen. And oh, hey, it just did that. Yay. So let's see. I want to check this battery really quick. Battery life up to 7 days with the tone disabled. So if you're not using the tone, you can have this on for a whole week before you have to charge it. And up to 2 days if you do have the tone enabled. So, and I'm guessing that you'll probably turn it on and off at times. So when you're not needing to use it, you'll have it off, and then you'll see about 5-6 days worth of use. But if you have the tone on all the time, then you'll have to recharge it every 2 days. But it's more than 24 hours, and that's pretty cool for such a small unit right there. All right. So this is now saying, hey, do we want to allow notifications, reminders, and alerts? We're going to say we're going to allow that. And it says Amazon Halo would like to send you notifications, and we will do that. It says to put on your band. I'm going to put it on my left hand, so left arm, but it's asking which arm do you want to put it onto. So I am now going to unclip it from here. We've had a little bit of time, and it says to put it with the button inward. So we have this button right here, and I'm going to put it on my wrist. I don't know how tight it says. Make sure the button faces you. Slide the band just above the wrist. Tighten until snug. So don't over tighten or else you lose circulation. That's not a good thing. So nice and snug. And we'll put that in there. And there we go. We're going to hit continue on the app. It's going to finish the band setup. It's going to load my profile. And it says check here, and it says next. We'll hit next. It says you're all set.
Here are some features to get the most out of your Halo experience.
And then some features. So let's just hit done here because I'm ready for this. There's the app right there. And it says activity points 0. I got to do a little bit more before I can gain some points. We got sleep last night. I didn't sleep at all last night, apparently. And tone, learn how, this is where we're going to start here. We're going to hit tone, and it says, learn how you sound to people around you, set up tone. And it says, all you need to do to set up tone is a few minutes and relatively quiet space. This is rather quiet, so we will do that. Set up your tone. Halo Band will analyze your voice throughout the day, which will use the band battery faster. You'll need to charge this as often as 1 to 2 days. I don't know how much charge is on the band just yet, but we're going to hit continue. And it's going to say, while wearing your band, press and hold the button until you see the green light. So I got to press and hold this button until I see a green light. I don't know where the green light's going to come from. I'm hoping it's going to be it's not being covered by my... Okay, there it is, right there. So it was right there. And then it came back on and it says microphone on. And it says, like to use the microphone. Let's learn my voice. So let's go ahead and hit continue. Read out loud in your natural voice. Okay. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair. There it goes. Little checkbox right there. There is no living thing that is not afraid when there are those who have knowledge and those who have understanding. Now it's analyzing my voice. Voice ID created. There we go. So now we have a tone. So within the next 48 hours, this tone will now start to populate. So I'd be very excited to see how that's going to work. So now we can do the measure and track your body fat. We'll get started. Taking a body scan is easy. Okay, I'm going to need to stand to do this. So I will set this up. I'll have to set up a device, and then I don't know if I've got to get naked. And if that's the case, then we're not doing this on the stream. So, and it's asking to turn on backups. We're going to turn on cloud backups. Allow the camera to access your phone, and we'll say access, and we'll say okay. And then it says your ethnicity is, and I'm saying my ethnicity. Is your volume turned up? Yes, it is. I'm ready.
Let's get started. Find a well-lit area and try to avoid light from behind. Change into minimal clothing so the camera can see your body.
Yeah, so I'm going to need to take off some clothes to do that. So we're going to do that a little bit later. You don't need to see that. Battery is telling me 77%, so I should be able to wear it for the day without any problems. I have the notifications set up. The tone is optimized. And health data I will be putting together shortly. The Halo band. And this is the next thing I want to show is how do we do the Halo band change. I'm assuming there's just a couple little tabs on this band that you can pop off. Yep, 1 and 2. So this is the device right here. Pretty straightforward. Nothing fancy to it. And of course you can change out bands, and there's some information on the top, and that information basically says the model number and the FCC ID and Amazon. Its input is 5 volts, and it's the battery looks to be about 210 milliamps. I think that's what it said. So it's a smaller battery. So I'm hoping it won't overheat. That's one of the problems I always have with some of these watches is they feel really warm after a while. So hopefully that won't happen. But I can definitely change these bands out fairly easy. And the other thing is if I don't like attaching the band this way, I can flip it around to attach it the other way. So, but we'll keep it this way for now. Don't want to get over snug, just enough. You know, as a drummer, when I wear watches, I got to make sure that it's not loose enough where it can roll up and down my wrist, but also not too tight, as it can cut off circulation if you get it too tight. So the best thing to do is take a finger and just put it like that, and that makes it nice and snug. Move it around, see if it's moving around. It looks pretty solid there. So I think that's where we're going to leave this right here. So that's it. That's the band. That's the setup. That is the unboxing. We've got the charger. You can get extra chargers when you get your Halo band. And of course you can get different types of bands. So, you don't need the black onyx. You can switch it up. And I'm assuming that's also will change the size, because there were 3 sizes of the Halo band. There was a small, medium, and large, I think. Yeah, small, medium, and large. And I'm not sure if that means that band, the device inside the band, or the band itself. And yeah, this is the one I purchased in the black onyx. But you can get the blush and rose gold, or the silver, depending on how you are. And of course, you can get different bands, sport bands and fabric bands. So that's pretty much it. The next thing to do is just follow me, and then we'll do a follow-up in a couple days and see how these numbers are going. Go ahead and give me a follow. Give me a like. There's that little star right there. Jeffrey Powers, Think Magazine, Put in a Geek. That's me, Geekazine. The follow button right there. And go ahead and contact me in many ways and tell me if you got yourself a band and what you think about it. And we'll go from there. All right, that's pretty much it for this Geek Tech Talk Live. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, thanks a lot to Kevin for putting something in the chat there. Until next time, you guys geek out. We'll see you then. And oh yeah, there's also gear. Almost forgot. Get the gear and take a picture. Send it to me, and we'll get you. I'll post your picture here. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. You've been watching Geek Tech Talk Live. I'm Jeffrey Powers. Take care.